Всем привет, с вами Рамзес, и сегодня мы продолжаем проходить игру Хогвартс Легаси. Так, что нам, профессор Фиг? Зайди ко мне, я кое-что обнаружил в медальоне, который мы нашли в Гринку. Хорошо. Мы зайдем. Так. Итак. Так, мы сейчас зайдем в настройки, вывод, ага, битрейт 7,5 применить, окей. Так, что же мы делаем дальше? Ну что ж. Погнали.
Ревелио.
Так. Тут еще одна комната.
Ревелио.
What are you up to now?
I need someone to lend me some potions.
Так. Что я ничего понять не могу. Так, это все, конечно, хорошо, но...
I wonder what Violet's up to. I could use a bit of a respite from this frame.
Так, ладно, поговорите с профессором Фигом.
Ревелио.
Can you explain why I have received a letter from a mother claiming to be the mother of a friend of yours, asking me to afternoon tea? What did I tell you about making friends with mother?
Так, ладно, пойдем пока ниже опустимся.
And if I hear from this woman again...
Revellio.
Что яма? Где ты тут у нас находишься? Замок уровень 1 уровня.
Revelio.
Вот. Что тут у нас? Так, ладно. Пойдем пока дальше.
Revelio. Revelio.
Так, профессор Фиг, невзирая на мой крайне плотный график, министерство и, кстати, прислало распоряжение встретить нового ученика из сразу на 5-й курс. Профессор Уизли настаивает, что ребенку требуется сопровождение и наставник, чтобы помочь ему освоиться на новом месте. Перед началом учебного года поручаю это дело вам. За подробностью обращайтесь к профессору Уизли.
Revelio.
Ждать.
Professor, I'm glad to see you.
And I you. Thank Merlin you're in one piece. I heard about the attack. Trolls in Hogsmeade?
Sir, the trolls were wearing armor. It had that dark glow like the dragon collar.
Goblin silver. Ranrock used it to control the dragon. But how? And why send trolls to...
They were there because of me. I overheard Ranrock talking with Victor Rookwood.
Ranrock was in Hogsmeade? With Rookwood?
The trolls were Ranrock's distraction so that Rookwood could get to me. And he would have, had Sirona and the patrons at the Three Broomsticks not intervened.
This is grave news indeed. If Ranrock's goblins and dark wizards are after you, they want what we found in that vault.
Так, Ангрок и Рукул находятся за
They're after the
медальоном.
locket. You said you discovered something in it.
Yes, yes. I discovered an inscription. When I read it aloud, this map appeared. Clever enchantment. It's a map of
Всем привет, кто
Hogwarts, to be
сидит
sure, but I do not know where it
на
leads.
стриме.
It leads to the library. A restricted section, to be precise, and a bit beyond. I see traces of magic there on the map.
I suspected you would see something.
Shall we go?
I appreciate your enthusiasm, and I'm eager to discover what we may find there as well. But if our experience at Gringotts, let alone what happened to Miriam, taught me anything, it's that the path we're on is terribly dangerous. I'd like you to work with Professor Hecat a bit before we continue.
But sir, how dangerous could the library be? Perhaps we're only after a book.
Perhaps we are only after a book, but we should be prepared for anything. Once you've honed your defensive magic further, come and see me. I'll let Professor Hecat know to expect you.
Далее медальон читать. Так, пойдем мы сюда.
Revelio.
Boy, can you help me?
Так. Это не все.
Hello there. Perhaps you can help me.
Мне надо было вниз, да? А не наверх.
Revelio.
Так.
If only a new student were to help me with...
I'm here about the new spell you wanted to teach me, Professor.
Good. Professor Fig indicated a certain urgency to you completing your defensive magic assignments. As such, you are to learn Incendio, the fire-making spell, handy for lighting torches, burning away spider webs, and, when necessary, defending against those who would wish to do us harm.
Sounds versatile.
Quite. But before we get started, I'd like you to complete a few tasks. You may be surprised by some of them. Astonishing how much students don't think their professors know. When you're finished, come and see me. Then we shall begin working on Incendio. You know where to find me once you've finished.
Так, и что мы
Seems
тут
crossed
делаем?
wands isn't as secret as it's believed to be.
Might some kind soul help me?
Хогвартс. Та-ра-та-та-та-та-та, та-ра-та-та-та. Так. Так. Когда ты прогружаешься тут. Так. Пошлите дальше.
Revelio.
Ready for another round?
I think so. We shall see
Говорите.
who shows up.
There's no one in the school I'd be afraid to duel.
I know, Sebastian.
Hello, Lucan. Is the next round of crossed wands all set?
Why, yes it is. I've got a great match lined up. Ready for another round?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Brilliant. Are you dueling with a partner?
Yes, Natty.
Then let's get to it.
Отлично.
Ready to get thrashed? Apologies in advance.
Это я помню, да.
Act like a winner.
Levioso! Superfly!
Descendo! Arresto momento!
Oh, stupid one! There goes my wager.
Expelliarmus!
Potato! Stupid one! Come on! Levioso! Stupid one!
Arresto momento!
Stupid one!
Descendo!
Levioso!
Levioso! Find the one!
Levioso!
You're better than that!
Levioso!
Expelliarmus!
That's all you've got?
Победа.
Glad I didn't bet on that round.
Bravo!
I gave it my all.
You did indeed. The other duelists have already taken notice of you, but after that last round, they'll really have it in for you. You'd better keep practicing if you want a chance at winning, or at least surviving the next round. I'll let you know when we're ready. Hope to see you then. The next round is for all the gobstones, so to speak.
Здесь еще.
Hello, Lucan. May I use the training dummy?
Of course. I'll fetch it and give you a list of combinations to practice. Ready to have a try now?
That would be wonderful.
Be sure to cast all your spells before the dummy lands. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
Levioso!
Next time, perhaps. You'll get it.
Levioso!
Accio!
Good one.
Levioso!
Excellent form.
Levioso!
Accio!
That's it.
Вот
I'd say
так.
that's enough practice. You looked good out there.
Thank you, Lucan.
I say better to discover one's weaknesses during practice than during a duel. You'll be a fearsome challenger now.
Assignment's all finished.
Так, а куда мне теперь тут надо? Секреты. Чары. А где мне эти чары искать-то? Интересно.
Couldn't agree more. Not to mention, it exposes us to their backward way of thinking. They shouldn't be allowed at Hogwarts.
I heard one talking about sewing.
Oi! Can you help me?
Hello? Were you calling me?
I was, yes. Thought you might be interested in joining me for a bit of an adventure. Following a treasure map, to be precise. Slight respite from battling the odd troll, I should think. Asked Poppy if she'd be interested as well, but couldn't drag her away from her puff skein. I found 2 maps lying about, both leading to locations around Hogwarts. Care to have a look at one?
Following a Hogwarts treasure map. Count me in.
Wonderful. Hogwarts fascinates me. You can keep whatever treasure lies at the end of your map. I'll be satisfied just knowing where it leads.
Very well. I shall take a look if I can find the time.
Fair enough. Meet me back here if you find anything.
Так, найдите первый ориентир. Куда он меня ведет-то? Так, ладно.
Revelio.
Опа.
Professor, do you have time to chat?
I always have time for my students. How may I help you?
Apologies, Professor. Perhaps another time.
Of course.
Так, ладно. Задание. А где мне их найти?
Revelio.
Ah, a rhinoceros skeleton. I'm on the right track.
If only a new student would help me with my sad predicament.
Protego. Revelio.
I trust Mr. Brattleby was able to accommodate you and that you found success in your endeavor.
I finished all of the tasks you gave me, Professor Hecat.
Glad to hear it. Then you should be ready to learn Incendio.
Should be, Professor.
Yes. I'm sorry to say, I visited enough careless colleagues at St. Mungo's to assure you that fire is a fickle servant. Your spellcasting has impressed me thus far, but please maintain focus. I would rather we not end today's lesson with your robes aflame. Let us begin. And remember, focus on the proper wand movement. Concentrate and keep your wand steady.
Есть. Так, Т.
Good work.
Место. Да, мы тебя поставим.
Feel free to practice in the classroom before you go. I've set up a few targets for you.
Incendio.
Getting it. Keep at it. And do try not to incinerate
Главное,
yourself.
сядьте, подождите. Обязательно.
Some kind soul help me?
Так.
Revelio.
Никак я должен тебя открывать. Ну,
Revelio.
опять тебя ждать.
Ah, there you are.
Hello, sir. You'll be pleased to know that I worked on my defensive magic with Professor Heckard.
So I hear. She tells me you've taken rather well to your new wand. You must continue to work with her and your other professors to improve your skills. That said, I don't wish to postpone our visit to the library any longer. So, shall we proceed?
Fig, I have work for you. Come.
Headmaster, I'm with a student and my schedule
Your
is...
schedule will wait indefinitely, as will your student. I would think that after all the trouble you caused me with Osric, you'd be eager to make amends. My office, 5 minutes.
That man is exasperating. Unfortunately, our trip to the restricted section will have to wait a bit longer.
But, Professor...
We have no choice. It would be unwise to provoke our illustrious headmaster further. I shall find you when I've completed whatever toils I must endure.
Когда началось секреты, секретной секции.
Sebastian mentioned sneaking into the restricted section. Perhaps he'll have an idea.
Итак, спускаемся вниз.
Revelio.
Sebastian, there you are.
I was hoping to see you. I was in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack and saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow. Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
Seems he's working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts.
Ranrock? And when were you at Gringotts?
Professor Fig and I ended up there after the dragon attack. It's quite the tale. Fig had this port key.
A port key? To Gringotts? I'm not sure I follow.
I barely follow myself, and I was there. Anyway, we ended up in an ancient vault where we found a map. That map leads to the restricted section.
You can't be serious.
Deadly serious. Professor Fig has insisted that I not tell a soul about any of this. I've probably said too much.
Understood. Your secret's safe with me. Whatever it is.
Thank you, Sebastian. You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the restricted section.
And I am. Meet me outside the library tonight. And tell no one.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you later.
Меня хорошо слышно? Картинка не виснет там? Напишите, пожалуйста, в чате.
See there? That's the door we need to reach. And those annoying prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner, so don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky. Let's go.
Hold on now. There's a spell you should know. The Disillusionment Charm. Good for getting places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light, just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells are free. Give it a try.
Прикольно. Персонаж.
I'll be quieter than a jobberknoll.
Вот это вот у меня здесь глючишь, конечно. Так, это мы сделали. Оп.
Blast. The librarian's still here. Quick, behind the bookcase.
Шкаф быстро.
You told me the librarian would be gone by now. I said usually, but it'll still be all right. Do you see her desk behind me?
The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
You distract, I get the key. Understood.
I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
The key.
Is someone there? Is that you, Peeves?
Так, отлично. Пойдем.
Goodness gracious, what a mess!
That wasn't so difficult after all. Now to find that book.
Oh, that one's charmed to look more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice. Never judge a tome by its cover, I say.
Так.
Ghost, don't let her see you.
Там призрак. Прячься. Оп. Стелс-игра.
Should
Прикольно.
be in the clear. No need for us to be skulking about.
So what is it you've been looking for?
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister, Anne, so that she can
Revelio.
return to Hogwarts. Because Merlin knows everyone else is given.
Why do you think we'll find a cure in the restricted zone? Does the Hogwarts matron have nothing that can help Anne?
No! We've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's. But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now. Let's focus on what you're after. Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
You're being awfully cryptic.
Так, продолжаем.
Revelio.
Revelio.
Ну-ка, взаимодействие.
Secrets of the darkest arts. I'm impressed.
Впечатляет.
Revelio.
little friend, out exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty, you'll get caughty.
Peeves, don't
I'm
you...
going to tell, I'm going to tell, I'm going to tell.
Oh, blasted Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
Wait, I don't want you getting into trouble for me.
I have a way with the faculty when it comes to disciplinary matters. Besides, I like having friends who are in my debt. Now go. Good luck in your search. Now, where's that damned poltergeist got to?
I know just the spell to repair this armor.
Reparo. Revelio.
Revelio.
Of course, traces of ancient magic. There must be more to... That's it!
Revelio. Lumos. Revelio.
Where might this lead?
Читальня. Войти. Что там интересно будет у нас?
Revelio.
Так. И...
Accio.
Ah, I need to wake up that rune over there. Not surprising. Cards at the ready.
Protego. Revelio. Levioso. 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 Accio. Levioso. Accio.
Разлетелся. Отлично.
Revelio. Protego. Stupid one. Levioso. Accio. Revelio.
Отлично.
Revelio.
This must be the way forward, but to where? Nearly there. Best keep my wits about me.
Почти все на месте. Хорошо.
Levioso. Protego. Stupid. Levioso. Protego. Stupid. Levioso. Stupid.
Шикарная комбинация.